What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, Express Reacts. Thanks for coming on through for a special kind of episode here. We're doing something different today, something very different for me actually, because it's kind of outside of my realm of expertise and something I really don't know a whole lot about. But we're going to be doing a comic read through today for something that I kind of just picked up here with some of the other stuff I usually do. And it's going to be volume 1 of I guess the Magic of the Gathering comic book. I didn't know that they kind of had their own comic book. I know about the game a little bit. I don't know anything about the rules or anything, or like how the game's really played, but I know of it. It looks really cool. The art kind of drew me in, and I saw a few recommendations for it, just for stuff if you really just want to see some really cool magic, which I'm always down for. So it was an instant pickup. So I'm going to read a few chapters here today with you all. And again, I don't know anything really about Magic the Gathering, so hopefully I don't offend anybody who's a really big fan of this or anything. It seems kind of cool. I guess I'll just read the synopsis real quick with you guys, for anyone who might be interested out there, I guess. Also a good refresher for me to know what I'm getting into again. I know this before, but at least the back, but it was a while ago. Alright, so who is behind the attacks on 3 of Ravnica's plane walkers? Across the vast multiverse, those gifted with a spark can tap into the raw power of magic and travel across realms. They are planeswalkers, and they are being targeted. When coordinated assassination attempts on Guildmasters Ralzarek, Vraska, and Kaya rock the city of Ravnica, leaving Jace Belren's life hanging in the balance, a fuse is lit that threatens not just these 3 guilds, but the entire plane of Ravnica. With tensions already high in the city as a comet slowly approaches, the cabal of planeswalkers will race against time to discover who is behind the attacks, leading them to only planeswalkers who survived to the Ice Age of Dominaria, and discovering who and what lies entombed in the comet's icy core. Okay. Alright, so hopefully they can give me some introduction to things going on maybe. If anybody has read this, or if anybody has any sort of knowledge on this, or the game, or especially the lore for this, I'm imagining there's a ton of lore for it. Please point in my direction so I can read up a little bit more. And this is only volume 1. I saw there were others, so this is good. I'd love to know more, and just having a little bit more background knowledge would definitely help me keep me interested. So if anyone can recommend me to some good places to get some really good fan lore or something, I'd really appreciate it. But without further ado, to twist this thing around, let's get into this. Again, probably read a few chapters or so. It's the first volume, so it's kind of broken up. But chapter 1: the multiverse is vast, and the planes of existence innumerable, and in each the little dramas of lives and deaths play out, the good and evil and everything in between, and at the center of every part of it, magic. But the multiverse is not merely a collection of planes, it is also rife with possibility, where the unexpected is offered in place of the expected. But though the multiverse is vast and the planes of existence are innumerable, only one draws such attention, where things are always in motion, one full of stories yet untold. Alright, so we've kind of got a comet, a magic comet here, coming down. It did say in the back that they're worried about an imminent comet threat or something. But okay, Ravnica. Oh, this is kind of cool. Magic City. Looks very rich, pristine. Is that a dragon? That's cool. Sold me. I'm easily impressed if it got dragons in it. Alright. In all the planes of the multiverse, there are cities. Seagate in wild Zendikar, with its unbound adventurous soul. The high city of Thraben in Innistrad, glorious and mad. The resplendent golden cities of Femeref, most beautiful in all of Dominaria. There are cities in all the planes of the multiverse, but glorious as they may be, none compare to Ravnica. All right. I feel like I would, if I knew more about this, I'd be a lot more hyped. Maybe before the next one, I'll try and see if I can do some digging myself on some lore here. But again, if you got some, let me know. Alright, Ravnica, a city that stretches from horizon to horizon, inhabited by 1,000 cultures, home to countless wonders and terrors. Sounds like a main city if this was like a video game, honestly. Do they have magic? I know the card game, but is there like video games? You know, it might be a dumb question. All right, where 10 great guilds stand forever in balance. Each holds power over their own purview. Held in uneasy peace by an agreement, the guild pact in its chair, Niv Mizzet, the gearwork dragon, his soul reborn into a Mizium and crystal body of his own design. Okay, Ravnica, where many planes. Okay, so this is all taking place in Ravnica, where many planeswalkers, those beings with the spark, who may dance from one plane to the other, for whom all the wonders of the multiverse are on offer. Let me read that. For whom all the wonders of the multiverse are on offer. Choose to call home from where is nowhere else like it. Okay, so the Realm Walkers are sort of our main heroes here. Kind of seem cool. People with a spark, they got the magic. Planeswalkers such as Kaya, the Ghost Assassin, Guildmaster of the Orahov Syndicate, that cabal of priests and bankers, ghosts and gangsters. It's quite a mashup. Priests, bankers, ghosts, and gangsters. Okay. So these guilds sound kind of interesting. There's 10 of them. And that's one of them. Ral Zarek, the Stormheart, Guildmaster of the Izzet League, scientists and mage rights, city planners and maniacs. Okay, they sound kind of techy and sciencey. Vraska, the Queen of the Downtrodden, Guildmaster of the Golgori Swarm. Oh, this lady looks like Medusa, kind of. They kind of look like they might be like a little bit of a problem. Queen of the Lords of Death and Regrowth, Under Farmers and Scavenger Custodians. Caught my earbud there. Ravnica, beautiful, wondrous, imperishable. And then there's just like an explosion. People dying. There's an explosion in all three of those locations we just saw. Alright, so what's going on here? What in the hell? Assassins for me? Alright, so people are now attacking the Guildmasters, I guess? Amateurs, don't let the Guildmasters' trappings fool you. I'm a better assassin than any of you lot. Let me show you how professional acquits themselves. Oh, is she about to turn it up? Alright. Gods damn it. Okay, now we got the techie guys. Assist. Stabilize that Dyna Charger before the whole tower goes up. Vent the Mogmobilers to the emergency tunnels. I'll clear the lab of contaminants. Okay, they're doing their thing. They're techie, but they're getting crazy with some of this electrical magic. I like that. Lightning's always my thing. And then this, I guess this other one, who's kind of like in like the woods with like these creatures. I guess she kind of does like death magic, earth magic. How dare you? How dare you? She's got this thing by the throat, man. She turned it to stone or something, and now it's just going into ash. That's cold. Coming into the home of my people, murdering them, all for what? Some futile attempt to kill me? Just more statues for my gallery. Ooh. Okay. She's kind of cold. I'm curious to know more about these three, and I guess why they're being attacked. Honestly, are these like the most prominent guilds, maybe? It's not that you're trying to kill me. That's not what I'm taking offense at. Oh, we're back to the assassin lady. It's that you've underestimated me so badly. A ghost blade. That's more like it. Oh, I guess they stabbed me with this ghost blade. It won't save you, but I'm a little less insulted. Now, normally it's ghosts I kill, so if you find yourselves rising from the graves I put you in, all eldritch and ghastly, looking for vengeance, Well, hey, you know where to find me. And she's just turning into this like purple, like ethereal, like form. She looks like she's about to turn it, like she's about to look like she's about to like turn up. Kind of reminds me of like Storm when she gets like real like crazy and like wide-eyed and everything. All right, now we're back to these tech guys. Etheric grounding, very clever. Okay. Some of this magic is pretty intricate. I'm a scientist. I appreciate clever. But if you thought that was good, then you're going to love this. Destroy. And what's this? This is like a mechanical like suit he just pulled out. But alright, now we're back to this Medusa lady. How odd. Cannot turn you to stone. Ah, blind fighters. How very unpleasant. Okay. That's very... They came prepared for her. Wow. No matter. I was an Ocarina assassin. I was captain of the pirate ship Belligerent. I've crafted more deaths than I can count. Yours will not be remembered. Wow, bro. These guys are cold. Especially this Medusa lady. Yo, she is... I hope she's not like a villain, because I really feel bad for whoever has to go against her. Like she's got the monologues too. All right, so they're kind of finishing up all the fights here. These are cool panels. I wish I could kind of show you guys this, you know, without danger of like any copyright strike. Don't get me mad, you guys. You know. I'm just trying to enjoy this with some people, you know, put some people on, maybe put myself on. But anyways, alright, tech guy, new plan. Someone invent something to clean up this mess. Alright, and I guess he's done. Someone's saying, Guildmaster, we've got a survivor. Congratulations, my friend. You attacked the Izzet League and somehow you're not a streak of carbon on the flagstones. That's a real accomplishment. What should we do with you, I wonder? Is it the Aethermatic? I'm not even going to be able to pronounce these words. I'm sorry. This is some crazy like scientific stuff. I don't even know if it's real. Up and running yet? Not afraid not, sir. How about the Psycho Scrivener? To shorten the attack, sir. I don't suppose they'll just tell me why you and your carbonized friends attacked. Comet madness? I swear that comet is driving the whole city mad. And then the prisoner just said, you'll get nothing from me, Planeswalker. Sir, it wasn't just us. Readings indicate that there were several other attacks across the city. Are we at war? If we were at war, I think it would have kicked off with more than a surprise bombing and a handful of assassins. I don't have a working hypothesis yet, and while I enjoy the journey of scientific discovery, I prefer not to destroy my lab and kill my people. Still, if we weren't the only guilds hit, then I suppose we had better give our guests to the Azorius. Let them get to the bottom of this. And the Azorius, my friend, will find out all your little secrets, he says with a smile. Interesting. Who is this person? Alright, so it looks like we're at this tower. All of them are kind of gathered here. Or the 3 guild leaders that got attacked are gathered here. New Prov Guild Hall of the Azorius Senate. Okay, stronghold of the Arbiters of Justice, lawmakers and investigators. Interesting. You let one live, Zarek? Amateur, says the assassin lady. Killing an actor is easy. Killing an actor? Why would I say that? I'm reading terribly, I'm sorry. Killing an attacker is easy, but keeping one alive, that's skill. We are all guild masters of Ravnica. Don't remind me. One doesn't reach the position by leaving one's enemies alive. He says, yes, thank you for weighing in, Vraska. Always a delight speaking with you. That's the Medusa lady saying that. Alright, Lavinia, Guild Master of the Azorius Senate. Ooh. Okay, so this is another guild I didn't even realize. The Azorius Senate, stronghold of the Arbiters of Justice, lawmakers and investigators. I wonder what kind of power these guys kind of like have. Like this lady seems kind of like a paladin, Templar like person. Very justice oriented, I guess. Um, Interesting. She got a sword too. I wonder if these. I wonder what would like the government political systems like in this place. I'm really curious now for some of the lore. I think we'll check this out. Alright, but this is the Guildmaster. Thank you for coming, Guildmasters and Guildmasters Direct. We appreciate you bringing us a perpetrator alive. And the other ones, and the assassin lady's like, I'm not in the practice of letting people who take a shot at me walk away. And I guess Lavka's her name. You'll forgive me if I have little faith in the justice of Azareth. And Vraska, that's her name. Ah yes, Vraska. Your old history with our guild. If memory serves, you assassinated our previous guild master in retaliation. So please spare me the hurt feelings. Okay, there's a lot of history here I'm missing. Are there like older comics in this? Or like other stuff I can pick up from like this? I'm curious. But anyways, Jace Beleren, the Mind Mage, Planeswalker. Okay, who's this guy? Hello, Kaya, Ral, Vraska, Jace. Hello, Beleren. The Puzzle Boy, of course. Hello, Jace. Oh, why is Vraska all like kind of... She's a little hesitant here. So this is the only one left. Let's see what's in his head then. What secrets do you hold, assassin? Alright, so now he's peering into his mind here. Just one. One just for you, Beleren. And then it says, what's going on? What? Oh, now his mind's going crazy? Oh, he's peering into his mind and he just sees like these giant eyes. And they're all going for him. Jace, his mind's going crazy. Mother, give me strength. Oh, this guy just transformed to like some like grotesque like being. Guards, get... Oh, it knocked the Guildmaster down. Guildmaster Lavina. Alright, so the thing's trying to escape. Let's see some magic action. I've got him. The tech guy with his electricity, you didn't get him. Got to do everything, says the black assassin lady. I like this lady. She's about to throw some dags at him. Got to do everything my goddamn self. Alright, so she slashed him. A cell or a grave, make the choice, because I am so far past playing around with you here. Funny. Oh no, the thing's still speaking, okay. I guess it was a guy before. Funny, I was thinking the same thing. The game's gotten old, time to go home. I'll see you soon, Planeswalker. Real soon. The thing just escaped into the sewers. Interesting. Alright. Flash forward days later. The blind eternities. The boundaries between the planes of existence. Traversable only by those with this Planeswalker spark. To Ralzarek's scientific mind, they are a boundless machine. The gearwork infrastructure of reality. Everything that can be understood, something that makes sense. Someday he will understand it completely. To Kaya, they are an infinity of silent ghosts, the shades of every thinking creature that has ever died in the infinite planes of the multiverse. Kaya has added hundreds of their numbers. Imagining them at peace here calms her own heart. The blind eternity. Who's this? This is kind of coming out of nowhere. I'm confused. To Vraska, they are an endless riot of life and death, decay and rebirth. Death is not the end, it is merely a transitory stage. It is a great comfort to her. Alright. Wild Zendikar, royal tossed and storm racked. A plane that has seen great heroism and great horror. A plane of adventure and danger. Okay, is this some place that you'd like just teleported to? Thanks for coming, says, I just have their names on here. Kaya. Valzarek, Kaya, and Vraska. It's going to take me some time to get names. I'm terrible with names for a little bit. But okay. Thanks for coming, says Kaya. I thought it was at best that we meet somewhere private. We have a great deal to discuss, says Vraska. And then Zal says, correct, a mystery shared enemy. And what we're going to do to them, says Kaya. And that's chapter 1. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of like confused on some things so far. Some of it just doesn't make sense to me, but just because I don't know like the lore and like what's the significance of some of these things in terms. But we'll stick with it for a little bit. All right, let's read another one. Zendikar, the roiling earth. We need to talk, and unless whoever's after us is a planeswalker, we won't be overheard away from Ravnica. Let's approach this scientifically, says Zal. Fine, Ral. Scientifically, as so long as you don't blow up on us. I make no promises. 3 assassination attempts on 3 guildmasters, the only 3 guildmasters who happen to be planeswalkers. 3 teams of assassins following 3 bombings, 1 survivor. Interesting. So there's all these guilds, but only 3 of them are led by planeswalkers. Okay. Which was no coincidence, he says. If our mysterious friend had been part of the attack on either of you, we'd have been killed out of hand. So they know you were a show-off. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm mixing up words. And then Kaya says, so you know that you were a show-off. They knew I had style, says Zal. The attack was the real... Then the attacks was the real target Jace? That's my hypothesis, but okay. So they're saying they did all of this to get captured, and then Jace is to bring in this mind guy Jace to, I guess, pretty much get his like mind like reverse warped. I guess I don't know. But Kaya says, but Beleren isn't exactly a hard target. There are easier ways to get to him. 3 attacks on 3 guild halls, any number of their people dead, using up all those resources. It doesn't make any sense. If all they want to do is take out Jace, I don't buy it. Look, we're being played like puppets. Someone's calling the steps, and we're dancing them like chumps. But someone thinks they've got me on a string. Well, they're going to find out what happens when I discover who's on the other end. An alliance, says Zal. An alloy is always stronger. And Kaya continues, believe me, Zarek, you and someone who's already assassinated 2 guildmasters in the past are hardly my first choices. Oh, wow. She's killed 2 guildmasters. The ghosts will get, they were ghosts, it doesn't count. Oh, sorry, Vraska's saying, oh. And tell me, Kaya, how did you become guildmaster of the Ozrov Syndicate? They were ghosts, it doesn't count. She did say she kills ghosts. Anyways, Vraska continues, conveniently flexible for your morality. Kaya says, the Obsidat were monsters. The world is better without them. Can you say the same about the people you've killed, Vraska? Oh, there's someone behind them watching. Someone says, enough. Knowledge is power. Let's go and get some. Who's watching behind them? Ravnica, the Endless City. And there's people in the square. The comet comes. You got some doomsday people. We need to see Jace. The Hall of the Hospitalers of the Frozen Heart. Is this another guild? Prominent among Ravnican healers, attending to the needy and the wretched, as well as the great and mighty, valued for their guildless status and their neutrality from guild politics. Oh, okay. Everyone needs a good neutrality. Good neutral party. Oh, guildmasters, says this random guy. We wish to see Jace Beleren, please. And this way, guildmasters say, has there been any change in his condition? Says Val. I'm sorry, guildmasters. His healer will be with you soon. He will explain all to you. And there's this guy's just like in like a pool of like water. Still comatose. Ooh, this is absurd, says Vraska. Where is Ajani Goldbane? He is Jace's comrade. He should be here to heal him. What was that? Salt water? says Val. One of our sacraments. Oh, okay. Our goddess is of the sea, and holy sea water is part of our healing tradition. Okay, who's this guy in the robes? Is this one of the healers? Greetings, guild masters. I am the abbot of this humble hospital, and you do me great honor in gracing us with your presence, as you do with entrusting us with the care of your friend. Well, healing isn't the strength of any of our guilds, and it's not like we trust the others. Look, you're a busy man. I'll get to it. What's wrong with him? And he's just like, physically, nothing. He's as hale and healthy as anyone could be. But mentally, something has deeply damaged his psyche. I believe your friend is a telepath? The best, says Vraska. He was attempting to read the mind of an assassin when it went wrong. And the guy continues, we believe that there was a mimetic weapon implanted in the mind of this assassin, a kind of psychic trap that overwhelmed Jace's mind with utter horror. His mind has walled itself off from the outside world. And Vraska says, I was told you were the greatest collection of healers in this city, greater than the Silencia, greater than the Simic, and yet, down. Oh, she's yelling down for him. Guildmaster, and there's someone about to come up and stab him. She said get down, assassins again. Perfect, something for me to slake my wrath upon. Oh, they're attacking him in the hospital? Any thoughts? Oh, Kaya's just like... Kaya's phasing through these things. Is her magic make her kind of ethereal? Like, really like a ghost? Alright, she says, no blind fighters, no ghost knives, or whatever they used on Zarek. This is different. They weren't expecting us this time, so unless they were trying to assassinate the Abbot or a guildless charitable hospital, they must be coming for Jace. You going to help me out, Zarek? Says Kaya. I'm doing what I can. But Jace is in a pool of very conductive water. A hospital is not where I want to unleash the storm. That's true. Unleash the storm. God, Zarek, behind you. Oh, there's a ghost behind him that's about to kill him. Go on, Kaya. Let's trade dance partners. This is more my wheelhouse. You try and science those assassins to death. Your daggers are toothpicks compared to my science. Take, for example, a mere experiment. In conductivity. Now he kicks a bucket to the ground, splashes some water towards the guys, and then just like puts his electricity to the ground. Alright, now Vraska's fighting this guy. No, not for you is the sleep of stone. Instead, I think I shall peel you, little killer, like the onion you are. We shall see what secrets you hide in your layers, and there will be a great deal of tears. Alright, Kaya killed the ghost she was fighting. Zach's pretty much done. I have one too, what now? Now we extract some truths. I want to know who's behind all of this. Tell me. And then the guy Vraska has fail, and she just yells, tell me. Fail safe, all of them yell. And I guess it kind of like is like a suicide trigger. Because it looks like they all kind of died. Alright, yeah, all the bodies went limp. A failsafe. A suicide charm to escape interrogation and torture. Fascinating. I've never seen one in action before, but I think they've all heard stories about who used who. But I think we've all heard stories about who would use them, says Kaya. Oh no, not Kaya, says Zarak. I've seen it before, says Vraska. Just like I've seen a specter like that before, says Kaya. Ooh. And I bet I'll know where. We're going to have a call a meeting of the Guild Pact, aren't we? Yeah, says Kaya. And then later we've got Vraska back in, I guess, her home. Zvoxthos, Guild Hall of the Galgori Swarm. I want a Dev Karen and Crawl Honor Guard to attend the hospital. Secrets important to the Galgori Swarm hinge on Jace Belleran's survival. Ooh. So this guy is really important then. I say honor guard, but make no mistake, I require the death squad. Belleran is being targeted by dangerous people. I don't have no idea who these groups are, but they sound like some like important like fierce fighters. Um, Dangerous people who will be soon who we will soon be revenged. Yeah, dangerous people who we will soon revenged upon for the lives of our people lost in the cowardly attack. I am your queen, and you are my children. You have pledged your lives to me. I have pledged my life to the swarm. I no longer will be killed indiscriminately as if I had no worth, not without bloody cancer. Alright, so that's her getting ready. Now we've got Kaya and her guild. Kaya says, I guess her aide, I think you'll find that it's Guildmaster Kaya Atomic. Fine, you want me to call you Guildmaster? Act like it. Act like this duty means something, like it means to me. Oh, I guess this guy's kind of jealous. Okay, Atomic, you know I never wanted to be Guildmaster. I just wanted to help people, and killing the ghosts who used to be in charge of this guild seemed like the best way to do it. Now I'm stuck with all of this. And then he says, I know that, Kaya, but if we are going to fix this guild and make it better, we need a Guildmaster, not an adventurer. Sure, right, she says. Do me a favor. Send some hitters over to the hospital, some of our hardest debt collectors. I like how that's the muscle she's got. Have them keep watch over Jace. Belleran, can I have that at least? Because I'm about to settle some debts. And now we're back to Zach, whatever his name is, this tech guy. I don't want to just call him the tech guy, but don't know why I bother with my hair. The electricity makes a mess every time of it. And then his aide says, Guildmaster, is it done? Yes, Guildmaster. We've sent some of our people to the hospital to protect Jace Belleran. None of their equipment too destructive, I trust, he asked. With all respect, we are the Izzet Guildmaster. All of our work is somewhat destructive. I suppose that's why we love it now. This guy's kind of crazy. I like it. The seismic readings you requested for the morning of the attacks, Guildmaster. Excellent. Thank you. Wait, there were explosions here as well as at the guild halls of the Ozrov and the Golgori. But these readings show far greater seismic activity than those explosions would cause. That cannot be correct. Run it again. Later, the chamber of the Guild Pact, the meetings place of the Guild of Ravnica. We call to order this assembly. The Guild Pact recognizes the Guild Masters of the Orzhov, Izzet, and Golgari. Niv Mizzet the Firemind, once Guild Master of the Izzet League, now reborn into a body of Mizium and Crystal after being struck down. Oh. Is that the dragon? Chair of the Guild Pact and moderator of the disputes between the guilds. Oh, wait, who is Firemind? Oh, okay, so it is the dragon. Okay. Thank you, Firemind. We come before the Guild Pact today with dire tidings. None here are unaware of the events of the last few days. And then we got this lady. She looks kind of like a spiky Harley Quinn. 3 guild masters attacked, 3 guild halls bombed. Such wonderful chaos you 3 bring in your wake. Hekara, the Blood Witch, representative of the cult of Rakdos, that guild of entertainers and murderers, killers, and carnivalists. Definitely Joker's crew. That's enough out of you, Looney, says Kaya. We were attacked again today at the hospital. We thought they were going after guildmasters, but it looks like they were maybe hunting planeswalkers. Barboryagogmos, acting guildmaster of the Gruul clans, those raging tribes of anarchs and berserkers. This guy's a cyclops. Bah, who cares then? Planeswalker problems are not the Gruul's problems. Let them kill them all. It makes no difference to us. And then Krafka says 3 guildmasters attacked, 3 guild halls attacked. This is not just an attack upon planeswalkers. This is an attack upon the Guild Pact, on Ravnica, on all of us and all of you. And then this one lady, she kind of looks like she's like the leader of like a water tribe. She got a trident. She's got some like glowing green, glowing blue skin. Vanifar. If we are to adapt to this new situation, we must first identify the threat. Whom do you accuse? Who does she represent? Guildmaster of the Simic Combine, a cabal of biomancers and life scientists reshaping themselves to ensure their survival. Are they kind of people that like take to the sea and try to live underwater? Fracker is saying Jace was laid low by a psychic weapon implanted in the mind of a shape-shifting assassin. The assassins today killed themselves with a suicide kill charm rather than face interrogation. And Zrak says, mimetic weapons, shapeshifters, suicide cantrips. Guildmasters of Guildpact, the pieces are not difficult to put together. Someone is attempting to destabilize Ravnica. And Kai says, same, and says, for the sake of the gods. There's one empty seat at this conclave added up. Absent. Lazov, Guildmaster of the secretive house Demir. Spies and assassins, mind readers, and information brokers. Ooh, this has the Demir's fingerprints all over it. They do seem nefarious. Okay. Trostini, the 3-in-1 ectopresent. Who's this? Kind of looks like a sprite, kind of like a ethereal, like tree spirit. Guildmaster of the Silencia Conclave, representative of life, order, and harmony. The Silencia keep balance between nature and civilization. Sounds about right. Those are powerful words, Guildmaster, especially when addressed to an empty chair that cannot refute them. Where is Laszlo? Where is House Demir? I'm happy to let the Demir plead their case, says Kaya. Says Crackler. The Silencia raise a valid point. The Demir cannot defend themselves from these accusations, so I propose that the Guildmasters of the Izzet Overall, as well as myself, seek out answers from them. Now we're talking, says Zarakov. Did we disagree on something? Says Kaya. I won't tell anyone if you don't. And Racker continues. We will act as representatives of the Guild Pact. As the aggrieved parties, we demand explanation from the Demir. And who says, the Boros have no love for the Demir. Let the Izzet, Orzhov, and Golgori root them out like the worms they are. Oh, who's this lady? She looks like Hawkwoman. Aurelia, Guildmaster of the Boros Legion, the mailed fist of Ravnica and the city's proud army. Seems like someone who's kind of honorable. Alright. Finding the Demir is no small task, Guildmaster, says the dragon. But unless there is opposition from the other guilds, we see no reason to deny your requests. An answer is required of House Demir. Aye, says Aurelia. The Cyclops says aye. Is the conclave over, finally? And the Harley Quinn lady says, 3 angry planeswalkers walking into the spider's nest. Oh, aye, what fun. Affirmative, says the Atlantis lady, and then the Paladin lady, I forget her name. Well, I believe it is a job for the Azorius I believe it is a job for the Azorius, her people. She says I with reservation, says the sprite lady. Then we are, excuse me. Alright. Then we are as one. Seek out the Demir, if you can. Investigate, gather evidence, and if they truly are the villains you paint them as, then we prepare for war, says the dragon. And now, who's this guy? Zendikar earlier. Well, the Ghost Killer and the Scum Queen and the Lightning Rod. This has gotten a little more interesting. Tezzeret, scheming mental mage, traitor, criminal, planeswalker. This guy seems like a villain. I guess he was the one who was watching their conversation earlier. But alright, that's what we're going to take from here, guys. Thanks for coming on through. That was a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. But that was 2 chapters right there. There's a few more, so we'll probably break this up into about 2 or 3 parts, depending. But yeah, not too bad. I'm gonna go ahead and look into some of the lore here without spoiling myself. But it seems like an interesting world. I just wish I had a little bit more background of like the, the makings, the guild pack, the politics, because a lot of that's kind of lost on me. But I think this could be a really fun read. So with that, I'm gonna get on out of here, and I'll see you all for the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye.